So now they're selling Alligator Alcatraz merchandise. That's right. An internment camp in the middle of a swamp in South Florida has its own line of merchandise. T-shirts, ball caps, water bottles. Gosh, what's next? Nipple rings and fleshlights? You know, it's bad enough that they're making light of human suffering, cracking jokes about possible escapees being devoured by alligators in the Everglades. Laura Looney, that nutcase, suggested there are a potential 65 million alligator meals in this country, and that alligator lives matter. That woman needs to be connected to a permanent morphine drip. But yeah, they're monetizing human misery. Says a lot about the character of this regime, doesn't it? And by the way, let me just insert this into the narrative that I'm putting together here today. If you buy any of this merchandise, you are human garbage. I mean, you really are garbage. I just want you to know that. I can understand why they might want to make a little bit of extra money, though. Alligator Alcatraz was supposed to be a cooperative venture between the state of Florida and the federal government. But so far, the state of Florida has paid all the costs. FEMA, which is a subsidiary of the Department of Homeland Security, has allocated $625 million to pay for the construction of that camp and $450 million a year to operate the camp, but so far they haven't given the state of Florida a plug nickel. So there was Florida Governor Ron DeFascist touring that internment camp with President 404 and Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, aka Gestapo Barbie, and he was grinning like a gargoyle. But I'll bet behind the scenes he was sweating bullets, because the state of Florida is now on the hook for almost $1 billion outlay that was not budgeted. Not only that, but get this, Gestapo Barbie was having her ass chewed out in congressional hearings because she burned through a year's worth of funding in 6 months. Her congressional critics were saying that she was trying to invent money out of thin air and that her department was out of control. The Department of Homeland Security runs out of money next week. There's still 5 months left in the year, folks. If they can't pay a measly $625 million to build a concentration camp, how are they going to pay the billions of dollars to help the victims of a hurricane later this year? So yeah, President 404 told us that he would hire only the finest people. But so far it looks like he's hiring cons, and the cons are conning the cons. I wonder what's next. Alligator chow? Something out of that movie Soylent Green? Don't laugh. I wouldn't put anything behind this regime.